But first this hour, there are explosive new details tonight in the kidnapping case against Matthew Queen, the man tied to missing person and murder investigations involving the Bakersfield Three. It's been a busy day for 17's Olivia Lavoie. She's joining us now from our newsroom with more on this story. Olivia?
Well, Jim, while the kidnapping victim in this case is not missing woman Bailey Despot or missing man Micah Holsonbake, as we suspected, the reports mentioned both investigations. Matthew Queen has always denied any involvement in the disappearance of his girlfriend, 20-year-old Despot, and the disappearance and murder of her friend, Michael Holsonbake. And while police won't call him a suspect, search warrants suggest that he is. Based on police reports for the latest criminal case against him, Queen is painted as a carefully calculated and violent, threatening individual. In this latest case, reports say the alleged kidnapping took place on January 27th, but wasn't reported to law enforcement until they questioned the victim in May. The reports are heavily redacted and conceal the name of the victim. According to reports, the victim was asleep in bed with his girlfriend when Queen woke them up, standing over them wearing a bulletproof vest, pointing a handgun at them. He removed the batteries from the victim and the victim's girlfriend's cell phones. The victim told police he was put into a car where Queen and two other men drove the victim all around town. Queen allegedly put a gun to the victim's head and threatened to, quote, smoke him right now, and called him a snitch. Queen also reportedly asked the victim about Bailey Despot, the 20-year-old woman who was living with Queen and dating him at the time of her April 25th, 2018 disappearance. Queen also questioned the victim as to why he wasn't in jail anymore, implying he'd been released in exchange for giving information to police. At the end of the incident, Queen dropped off the victim in Oildale. He returned their cell phones but kept the batteries and took the victim's shoes. The victim told investigators he and his girlfriend didn't call 911 at the time. Instead, out of fear for what Queen would do next, they moved to Nevada. The victim told police this wasn't the first time Queen had done something like this to him. He said in one incident, Queen handcuffed him to a chair inside Queen's garage and put an electric dog collar around the victim's neck and interrogated him about a stolen gun part. The victim said that's when Queen struck his face with an AR-15, injuring him, then putting a Band-Aid over the injury, drew a smiley face on it, and took a photo. As we said, the report is heavily redacted, but based on our knowledge of the case, it's clear the victim also told police that Micah Holsonbake was present during this incident and that it happened right before he went missing in March 2018. When police questioned a woman who lived at the residence where the victim was taken from that night, she told detectives, quote, it was that guy who murdered that girl. The redacted reports go on to mention that during the interview, an unnamed person was mentioned who lives in Rosedale who murdered a guy and girl who both disappeared. Again, Queen has never been named a suspect in the disappearances of Bailey Despot and Micah Holsonbake. However, the lead detective on those missing persons cases is also the lead detective on this kidnapping case against Queen. We'll continue to keep you updated on this case. For now in studio, I'm Olivia Lavoie, 17 News.